So behavior exists as a product of its environment. Something, and we call it an antecedent, so something occurs and it triggers a behavior. And then some consequence follows and reinforces it. Okay, so this is the ABC model. And it is, the meat and potatoes of a lot of ABA and a lot of the work we do. So I'm going to reference it a lot. So we use this model to understand what a behavior, what situations might trigger a behavior, and then what events maintain it or what the payoff is. So for example, we can use it with any behavior. So I see a vending machine and I put $1 in it and I get a Coke. So that's how the ABC model breaks down that little behavior. Sally sees Mark on the swing. Sally hits Mark. Mark leaves and Sally gets the swing. Or let's see, Mom tells David to turn off the TV. David begins to cry. Mom says, fine, 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 you can have 5 more minutes. You don't need to cry for it. So the behavior is triggered by some antecedent, some situation. And it's reinforced by what follows it, the consequence. So I got my Coke, so I'm probably going to put $1 in that vending machine again. Next time Sally sees Mark on the swing, she's probably going to hit him again. It kind of worked for her last time. Next time Mom tells David to turn off the TV, he's probably going to cry. He learned that that's how I tell Mom, I don't want to turn off the TV right now. So as part of the behavior assessment, we look at the ABC data of target behaviors. We want a really thorough understanding of the triggers and the payoffs. So we will ask an observer to record any stimuli that happened before the behavior. We're looking for a pattern, so the more information, the better. Because all that information is going to directly lead towards our intervention plan. So who was there? Was the child asked to do something? Was something taken away from the child? Was it noisy? Was there a lot going on? We want to get really deep into that. And we'll also ask the observer to describe the behavior in detail. So again, only talking about what we can see. We're staying away from inferences about emotions or intent. So instead of saying like, he wanted to get the cookie, he was frustrated he couldn't get it, so he was mad, reporting like a sportscaster, just commenting on what we're seeing. He looked at the cookie on the top shelf, then he dropped to the floor and kicked his legs for about 30 seconds. And then we look at the consequences. So was anything added or removed to their environment? If we were to compare the C column with the A column, what's different in their world now after that behavior occurred? Now I have a Coke. Now Sally's on the swing and Mark is gone. Now David no longer has to turn off the TV. Before the behavior, he was asked to drop the TV. Now he's not asked to turn off the TV anymore. So identifying the consequences of the behavior is going to allow us to identify what that payoff is for that behavior. And then we can modify whether or not that payoff continues to occur. And that's what's going to result in the behavior change. If the behavior works for them, they're going to do it again in the future. If we're able to alter or remove that payoff, then they're less likely to use that behavior again in the future because it's no longer effective in communicating their need. Okay, so we've talked about behaviors having a payoff or function, the reason we do what we do. And so just to do a delve into the functions of behavior, we categorize them into 4 groups. So we talk about behavior serving a function of attention, tangibles, escape, or sensory.